Okay, perfect. I guess we are live, Mr. Lalit. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everyone, whoever joining from different part of the world. So that's why I'm always trying to mention also morning, afternoon, and the evening. I'm your host, Jayhun, and welcome to our another weekly live stream session where we are talking about on different topics, specifically about the professional and the personal empowerment tips, as well as my lovely industry about the hospitality. And hospitality is very much people oriented. Let's say the industry where the people exchange a lot of energies and they exchange a lot of experiences. So I love to talk about this topic as well, and on weekly sessions we discuss also about the hospitality topics. And today I have very much interesting guests, as well as the very much, let's say, one of the persons who is always looked forward to get a feedback in the hotel or in terms of the recruitment files. So we'll talk with our esteemed guest about the topic that we have decided for today. And the topic for today is the pros of the hospitality industry, why we need to work in the hospitality industry. This is specifically for not only for the entry level of people, but also entry positions, let's say, or the students or the graduates or alumni. But it is also very much important for us as the senior leaders as well, time to time, to refresh our minds why we are ended up here. So it's also very good for us to reflect and really get this kind of feedback loop in order to understand why this industry keeps let's encouraging us, keeps putting us the passion. So today I have our director of HR in Dream Hotel Group, my esteemed guest today, Mr. Lalit Kapoor. Today we'll be talking with him this most important topic. I think that his division, specifically profession like HR, is a director of HR, so he will give more insights about the experiences that he had in his life, in his career, as well as the people he talked. So it will be nice indication for us. If you are new to this channel, guys, just share this live stream across the board. We are live streaming in LinkedIn, in Facebook, as well as then the accounts of the Global Online Hospitality Academy, which is like on the startup phase where we are talking on the hospitality topics. And I will be sharing these across the board as well at the same time with you. So let's welcome our esteemed guest, Mr. Lalit Kapoor. Hi, Lalit. How are you doing? I think like I just jumped from the work. So we are working in the same group, in the Dream Hotel Group. We are having a very nice team, and we are about to launch a very nice, exciting project in Doha, in Qatar. We both are based in the Doha, and they were busy with the opening of one of the vibrant, let's say, brand here as well. So I just got home and I had a chat with him that we're going to start within the 30 minutes. Let's get excited, because after the work you have a little bit more energy down, but we have always had this passion discussion about the things. So I told him why not to come to the live stream and we can discuss this over the channel. How are you doing, Lalit? How's your day going today?
No, I'm very good. And first of all, thank you so much, Jehun. It's very exciting for me to be a part of this chat. And I would like to say hello to all the viewers and everybody who has logged in today from various parts of the world. It's very exciting for me to be here, especially when we are talking to young graduates or young people and talking to them about hospitality. It really excites me because
Mhm.
some years back, somebody had this chat with me, and that is the reason I'm here.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the reason I am here, and I'm very passionate about what I do. Uh, to people, of course, you who don't know me, I'll just give a brief.
Yes, yes, please.
I Yeah, so I have done hotel management. I graduated from the Institute of Hotel Management back in Goa in the year 2001.
Wow.
And trust me, at that point of time, I took up hotel management because somebody spoke to me about the industry, and the industry was still evolving. It was
Uh-huh.
not at that pace what it is now. And I joined as a food and beverage waiter. So I started my career as a waiter, and then I
Wow.
moved up
Same,
the ranks from
same like me. We are in the same club.
perfect. And I rose up to the ranks with F&B supervisor, then assistant manager. Then I worked in bars, and then I thought, and when I was in doing this food and beverage concepts, and there was a concept that was being launched in the company that I was working, and I was working in Hyatt at that point of time. And
Mm-hmm.
there was a concept of School of Hospitality that
Okay.
was being launched. So, what was School of Hospitality is? School of Hospitality is a creating of those training programs where
Okay.
we create the concepts, we create the training plans for using the real time examples which are happening on the floor at that point in time, and then
Nice.
training the associates about those programs. So I was
Wow.
chosen from the food and beverage field, and I have a counterpart from rooms division, and we created those tasks, and that is how my interest in training developed. And then I said, okay, why not? I mean, this is a career I would like to choose, and I shifted from food and beverage to training, and then from training eventually to human resources. So
Wow.
this has been my career journey, and I was fortunate enough also to work on cruise liners to see.
That's what I didn't know.
Yeah, so cruise liners. I was a waiter on cruise liners. So this has been my career journey, and I must say, I cannot think of any other career other than hotels. I love being here, and this is exactly what me and Jehun were talking about. That uh, there is a lot of misconception about our industry now, and I don't know why the younger generation or millennials, some of them, I'm not saying all,
Yeah,
the
all of them.
mindset has not the mindset has changed, and they are hesitant to join hospitality. So we thought that why don't me and Jehun we get on this, and I'm not saying that we have the right to educate you, but spread some awareness and bust some myths about not working in hospitality, because it's a beautiful field. And trust me, I cannot think
Yes.
myself working somewhere else. And this is what we are going to talk about today.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much, Lalit. I didn't know about the cruise topic, so we can have another private chat about that one. So, guys, we are live streaming. We just had it started, so I can share this live stream across the board, specifically with the hospitality people around. So it will be very much interesting to everyone to know what is hospitality, why people are choosing, and why you should be part of this industry as well. So the question of today is like, what are the pros of the hospitality industry? And I might think like it's good that you gave the example of from your life, because it's not all about hospitality, not all about only about the theories. We always like to share about the experiences, what the how to have the how to build up, let's say, the guest experience, and even the employee experience as well, how to work together as a people and with the different cultures. I think the first thing that enticed me, like appealed me in the hospitality industry, was about setting knowing new people, because I was a little bit introvert person. So once I was in university, so I was not talking too much to the people. I think like this industry gave me a vast variety of, let's say, a possibility to engage with the people and talk to the different kind of people, different background. At that time, when I was originally from Azerbaijan, in Baku, in my country, you have like a mono-ethnic country. Yeah, you only talk to the same countrymen or so, because in the same country with the same people. So once you go out and you get to know to different cultures and different peoples with different experiences, you started to find your other hidden strengths as well. So you learn new things from other people. So that was the major pro I think like this the hospitality industry has compared to other industries. It is set of cultures or the experiences comes together and they share in the same place. I think this is the major thing. That what do you think about that one?
No, this is super. I think this is very. I mean, you hit the nail. I mean, this is. I mean, we can talk about a lot of pros and all, but what Jayun said is absolutely right. For me, it's also about creativity, and all the
Uh-huh.
hoteliers will agree to me. No 2 days are same in hotels. What
Yes.
happened yesterday was was a
Exactly,
different day.
exactly. You know, we didn't go to the live stream. I came like to the live stream like 20 minutes before you to set up and down, and I was taking a notes here. You told exactly. I didn't talk to the guy, and he told exactly the same sentence. Not every day is the same. New experiences.
Same.
This is what I wrote there. This is like, exactly. I think that this is the same across in our industry.
I'll give you a very good example of like today we celebrated our GM's birthday, and
Hmm.
trust me, I mean this was all in the planning and the inception stages going on. So, and you will be very surprised to know that hospitality industry has also been termed as the happiest, one of the happiest workplaces or industry
Hmm.
to work for. It's a happy workplace because you meet people from different nationalities, different cultures.
Yes,
You learn about them, and
exactly.
the more you learn, it gives you more happiness. It
Yes.
sometimes it's an eye opener, and you so it's very fascinating to be a part of an industry which is giving you
Hmm.
something new every single day. Some days will
Yeah.
be very busy, but at the end of the day, a successful day, it gives you a lot of satisfaction, and that is what
Yes.
matters. Because what we are doing in hotels is we are bringing happiness on the people, our colleagues as well as our guests. So when you
Yes.
bring a smile on somebody else's face, that is the satisfaction which no other job can give you. You can,
Yes. I
yeah. So
agree.
this is, yeah.
I
So
agree
and
because
it
people
doesn't
are sharing
feel
the
like work.
values and they're sharing the experiences. Because once you create this experience, you are actually experience generator or the happy. You generate the happiness in the face of the people, so you enjoy this one. I agree with you. I totally
Yeah,
agree with
because
you.
we create moments for people. I mean,
Yes.
I'll put it that way.
Yeah, yeah. So first one is, as we talked, guys, it's all about knowing the new people. So this is the industry that most of the time the people are really exchange a lot of experiences. So you know new culture, new people. Living in Doha, for example, I got to know a lot of people from different countries, which I had never seen in my, let's say, in being residing in Baku, for example. Once you land up in the same job, let's say in another country, you have like this ability to meet different people, talk with them, share the ideas. Of course, once you are talking and you are also exposed to the ideas and the new people, new lifestyles as well. Second one, Lalit told about that not all the days are the same. You always have the like every day once you go to the job, you really feel this excitement. You feel like today is busy, another day is not busy, and you have like, for example, you have one day is really total stress free, another day is full of stress. You go to the morning briefing, there is a like kind of guest complaint on something, laundry issue, or I don't know, housekeeping issue. You deal with those stuff. Yes, this is stress at the end of the day, but you get this satisfaction at the end of the day. That's the good part of the hospitality, because once you look for your journey, your life is all about the journey. You need to enjoy every moment. Hospitality industry is specifically giving that ability to enjoy every moment of your life, because not all other industries are the same. You go to the work, you sit next to the laptop, you write down blah 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 up until the end of the day, and you leave. But in hospitality, if you are in operation, you expose more on this kind of things rather than the people in the back office. But we as well, and the people in the back office as well, we make sure that we spend a lot of time with the colleagues around and talk to the guests. Third one, I would like to talk about specifically, Lalit, about the learning the new skills. I think that this is only
Absolutely.
one of the biggest industry that all kind of skills are there. Let's say taking from culinary, taking from, let's say, security, or taking from someone who is doing the reception, who is handling the guest complaint. Another one is washing the, let's say, laundries. Another one is cooking something. So you learn new skills. Even you are in the back office, you can learn new skill from the culinary department. You can go or do the cross exposure and learn new skills. What do you think about that one? Is it like a context in the context is the same? Like, what do you think, or there are something like you would like to add?
Uh, I think Jehun, both of us are the best examples sitting here when we talk about learning new skills and
Yeah.
keep growing. We both started as an F&B, and now
Yes.
I'm very proud to see you that you are the director of revenue. And
Yeah.
if you talk
Thank you.
about revenue management as a term to somebody, person
Yeah.
always keep thinking, oh my god, this is numbers and the market
Yeah.
study, and how am I going to
Correct.
achieve it? And trust me, it is a very skillful job. But coming for food and beverage and being revenue, this can only happen in hotels. This cannot happen in
Yeah.
any other industry. And
Yeah.
me
Agree.
coming from an F&B to a director of human resources can only happen in hotels. And
Mhm.
I'm very
Mhm.
happy that I chose this path because now I understand more clearly what a food and beverage professional is going through when I deal with him, or when I deal with his emotions, or when I deal with his
Mhm.
complaints or comments.
Okay.
Similarly, there are a lot of cross exposure opportunities which are there, inter-department cross exposure opportunities. I have
Yeah.
seen, or I know a lot of people who have grown from stewarding dishwashers to the general managers of the hotel,
Wow.
and
Wow. Really.
and from the security personnel to the general managers of the hotel. So it is it is inside you. You don't have to limit, because this industry is full of opportunities. Don't
Yeah.
limit
Yeah.
yourself. Don't think that I cannot grow. You give your 100%, this industry will give you 200%.
Yes, I agree. I agree fully with you. But what about, do you regret any time? Like, did you have any time that you regret choosing the hospitality? Was there any kind of like a stressful moment you told yourself, okay, what I'm doing here? I'm a bright person. Maybe hospitality is not me for me. Maybe I should be going doing something like HR, because the HR is like the division that can work in any other industry. Like it's not like similar like reception or front office or F&B.
No, I never regretted. The only what I say regret is in the previous years. I'm not talking about now. In the previous years is the long working hours,
Ah,
which as leaders we need to control it, and it is not given that if you're working in food and beverage, so you have to work for long hours. No,
yes.
modern
Hmm.
industry is completely different. Modern managers are completely different. Millennials will not take it, and me as an
Yes.
HR or anybody will not even encourage this culture. We need to
Yeah.
have a work-life balance, where we need to promote this work-life balance to our line level colleagues as well. Everybody
Yeah.
has a right to have a personal life, and 16 or 17 hours working, I'm sorry, these things don't work anymore in an industry.
Do you think
People
like
don't
it's
take it.
almost this is I think like one of the thing that the cons, let's say we are talking about pros, but we need to also understand that what is the cons, so we can just really discuss it in a good matter in order to for our audience to understand. Do you think like long working in the long hours or being in the operation department, like you do the day shift, you go to the night shift on the next day or something, that because there are a lot of mismanagement in hospitality industry also, it's not everything is ideal. Do you think like this only thing is the one of the let's say biggest cons for the people not to choose the hospital? Because I have seen a lot of people regret to go to the hospital because only for this long hours or like day shift to night shift. It's like they cannot understand what way is the balance.
See, day and night shift are a part and parcel, and it is completely up to the management how they make it more enjoyable. If
Okay.
if you would have asked this question to me 10 years back in hospitality, where we did not have those kind of softwares, or we did not have those kind of tools to reduce
Yeah.
the working hours, but now we have a lot of means. Industry has advanced uh,
Mhm.
at a level where we have a lot of tools which supports our work. So the manual work, or the manual uh,
Mhm.
sheets what we used to prepare have reduced, and
Yes.
it has been replaced by technology. It has been replaced by data analysis, and these things we should utilize to help us working in efficiently and
Mhm.
reducing the workload. See, if you're telling
Mhm.
me that you still have to work for 18 hours, but practically 18 hours, it's not humanly possible for somebody to give their 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that mindset needs to change, that those times are gone where it was given that okay, you are in food and beverage, so you have to work for these long. No,
Yes.
modern hospitality is different, and this is how we will attract new talent to come to the industry and promote this industry, where we have to develop or in so I won't develop, I say, to include technology into
Mhm.
work to help us work better.
Yeah, that's actually, the like-minded people or HR people are less, or the leaders are less in hospitality. Well, I have seen like I have worked like I don't know how many brands in terms of my past experience. I always find like specifically like leaders they fail this area that you mentioned because they don't think they don't think from the employee perspective. They always think from the guest perspective. So it's all about that satisfying the guest, satisfying the guest, satisfying the guest. We say in our values that the people come first, under saying like employee come first, but we are not treating the same level of that we are treating with the customers, because it happens like a leader is like he has like a condensed, let's say, schedule. He has like 3 guys already resigned. He has only 2 guys in the department. He is forced with the reality to put some pressure on some of the people, and obviously, as you told, if someone is working like 15 hours, 16 hours, he gets a lot of cortisol level goes up. Definitely, as the body that cannot react to that one, he cannot have a good rest. So it goes like a 10 days and he fails. He cannot, even so, he cannot find job. He's resigning. I think like what do you think in order to change these cons? This is like a, let's say, the big issue for us, as you told, like maybe with the technology we can do a lot of automation. Do you think like HRs also, not only HRs but the leaders also needs to forecast all this kind of risk beforehand, not to just sit there and wait once the problem occurs?
No, I think HR plays a key role in this, and
Mm-hmm.
HR is the gatekeeper. HR has
Mm-hmm.
to make sure that these things are not happening. HR
Okay.
has to highlight it in databases. I'll give you an example. You picked up a very good point here that when somebody works for more than 12 hours, the mental fatigue and the physical fatigue increases. Now,
Yeah.
this mental and physical fatigue will result in bad guest service or an unpleasant guest service.
Correct.
After maybe 10 days, the person will fall sick as well,
Mm-hmm.
and you are increasing your sick leaves, so you also see the financial loss to the company and to
Yes.
the employee as well. So
Yeah.
all this data needs to be presented, and HR is responsible, and HR needs to be strong. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when we
Mm-hmm.
say see, HR not is not modern HR is not a back office function calculating
Yeah.
payroll.
This is the point.
Yeah, it is
Correct.
not a back. It is not a HR. Modern HR is a strategic business partner where
Yes.
they have to be the voice of the employees, as well as striking the balance with the management and
Mm-hmm.
highlighting to the management that by doing wrong deeds or by doing unethical industry practices, what it can cost you and what it
Okay.
can lead to in the longer run. Because
Yeah.
see, Jayun, I think you are also right. You know, where I have seen HR failing most of the times is where sometimes they do not go on the shop floor and then they operate from the office. When I say shop floor, they have to work with the people, go take a round and understand what is happening. Most of the
Mm-hmm.
time, HR is seen as a department which is a disciplinary, means controlling, where, okay, if you will not do the job right, I will send you to HR.
Yes. Yes.
HR should not be taken into that. HR should be a department where an employee or a colleague or an associate, whatever you may call them, they should be very free to come and discuss their problems with human resources. When I say problems, comments, and HR should take those in a positive manner and
Mm-hmm.
act
Mm-hmm.
on them. And I always say, be very clear and transparent with colleagues. Things that you can do, tell them you can do. Whatever you cannot do, tell them you cannot do. Most of the
Correct.
times we say yes to everything, and when that yes does not get delivered, it becomes
Yes.
a bad it brings a bad experience to the colleague. So you are
Correct.
100% right. HR
Yeah.
uh, is a main player in ensuring employee satisfaction, and
Yeah.
HR is the main player who has to highlight if things are not going in the right way, and we need to counsel managers as well.
because because Lalit, this is always happens, like because of this thing failing. Let's look, for example, from the HR perspective or from senior leadership or executive level, the brand name or the hotel's name goes to the bad, and it goes to the
100
really bad reputation. Yeah, gets the bad reputation. And also in the hospitality as well, in the industry, the new graduates, they hear about these things. That's, for example, they ask about, okay, how is this hotel? For example, if the person worked there and they had a very bad let's say, experience with the let's say senior leadership there, of course he will give the bad video. I'm not saying that we can satisfy everyone. At least we can satisfy the 80% with our, let's say, good leadership and really applying the all kind of, let's strategic, let's say, HR, as you told. Because I haven't seen any HR in my past experience involved in the commercial meeting. Yes, maybe the commercial meeting is more on the results and in terms of the performance of the hotel. But I think that what is the HR's, let's say, overview in terms of the hotel's human resources? I'm talking not human resources as a division, but the human resources. Can he highlight something that really can bring down the turnover rate or increase the employee engagement? I haven't seen these things discussed. As you told, this is always like a last department. You go with to give warning to someone, or you just go to to find out who you can blame. Or I think that it comes partially from the leadership departments, like from the executive level, from us, from HR, from from the general manager, as well as from the top level, which actually is not maintaining that, let's say, standards across the board.
Sorry. No,
I guess.
I 100%.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I 100% agree, because currently what is happening, what I have seen is, if you open LinkedIn, and HR is all about employee birthday post, cleaning drives,
Yeah.
and and some gatherings or some leadership quotes which are copy pasted from somewhere and posted. Now, this is good. I'm not saying this is absolutely fine. This is also very important as part of employee engagement.
Yeah.
But it's very important also to analyze your data. When you picked up a point of turnover analysis, it's very important. Then turnover analysis are not to be done after an year, and we say, oh, we have 25% turnover. We also need
Yeah.
to do a deep dive and understand, from the time a person joined, within 6 months, how many employees have left? Within 1 year, how many employees have left? Within 2 years.
Yeah.
So if an employee stays with you for more than 6 months, what is his duration? Does he stays for long? Then what are the factors? Your exit interview analysis has to change. The way you do exit interview analysis, it has to change. You have to have a data on sick leave. Why and which department the sick leave is more? What is the reason for the sick leave more? What are the factors? Because every hotel has a medical or the hotel nurse which can give you this kind of a
Yeah.
data.
Yeah.
All this data is not to be hidden in the books. It has to be shared with all the leaders, so that they also know what is going on in their department. And it's not I never say it's a name or a shame game. See,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if it is 200 employees working or 300 employees working, they are all working together to make a hotel successful.
Yeah.
So if
Correct.
these 200 or 300 are not engaged and not taken care of, it will result into something else.
Yes. Yes. I
So
think it's all about the culture.
yeah, so it's all about senior leaders engagement, understanding, and everybody needs to be on the same page. There's nobody pointing towards any department. Of course, there will be some departments who will be very good. There will be some departments who will not be aligned with the thought process. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we all have to ensure that we all are aligned towards the vision of the hotel. How do we have to take it forward? And people should work together. COVID has
Yeah.
taught us a lot.
Yeah, why we are actually highlighting, guys, here the cons of the hospitality to understand how we can fix and make this as a pro for the hospitality. Because hospitality, yes, we talk about the pros a lot. Okay, this is a very much people-oriented the industry. We share a lot of experience. We learn new skills. We learn new, let's say, the people and their cultures and their lifestyles. Meet new people, but at the same time, learning what is happening inside the hotel in terms of the negative wise, how we can fix and make this as a positive. So because at the end of the day, if you create a culture of like hospitality in the hotels, sometimes in hotels people are managing the hotel like a commercial entity. It's not only the commercial entity, it's the people. It's like a family. It's like you are in the part of the family. How you deal with your family, you cannot deal with your family like a company. You deal with them as a human being, and a part of the like something very holy for you in a way. So we cannot deal with the hospitality or any hotel entity, or it can be the cruise or agency or any kind of hospitality entity. The people are working there are the like social creatures. So all the social creatures, they do have emotions. So once you
100%.
engage with these emotions, once you engage with the emotions with them in terms of understanding what their needs, demands, and while talking this, I'm not talking about the theory. Actually, it is very much simple. If the people in the executive level were very transparent and open-minded and really share the most of the things with the employees, like I mean like the ones that there is a need to share beforehand, then there will be high employee engagement, and the result will be on the operation in terms of the commercially you will be succeeding as well. But the thing is currently is like totally changed, because we used to enjoy hospitality more before, because I remember like even before in the while I was working as a waiter, it was very much more fun and there was less complaints. I worked in the like under the heat of 37 degree, setting up the table for the fine dining, and all colleagues, I haven't seen there anyone complaining on anything. Nowadays, whenever I go, for example, in working in another property that I used to work before, you go to the departments, and because of the generation change, I think that there are a lot of more complaining generation coming on our way. Once you ask for coffee, the complaints comes like running. It's like a shower, like a rain, like it's a shower on you. Like you need to explain, you need to. I think like the passion is not there. Maybe it's hospitality is not delivered in a correct way. People think like once they come to the hospitality, they will be exposed to vast variety of, let's say, rich, let's say, lifestyle. It's not like this. Like hospitality industry, you need to work as well and put your skills up, learn new things, and really strive to get a higher position. It's not all about like getting the things easy, because what happens, Lalit, most of the times, once the university guy who finished, just graduated from university, he has a bachelor degree, he thinks like he can be the general manager right away. Like this is the feeling that they got. So, and the once they end up in the barista role, that's hurting him a lot, because he took it from wrong way. He was thinking like having a diploma will grant him the access to the key to the general manager position right away.
See, I always say there's nothing wrong in dreaming big.
Yes.
If you're in the college and if you want to be general manager, fantastic.
Yeah.
100%. Even I have dreamt of this, and I'm sure Jehan, you have also dreamt of this, and everybody has dreamt of this. But what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong in dreaming big. You dream big and work towards it.
Yes.
Yes, work towards it, and trust me, I'm telling you, it will happen. It will
Yeah.
happen if you are sincere and if you are you're giving your 100% towards it. See, we talk about millennials. There's a lot of charts which goes about millennials, and they are not engaged, and they don't want to do it. They don't want to give in their 100%. I think
Mhm.
we, as senior leaders, need to understand the generation, because we also need to adapt, because at the end of the day, this is what the generation is now. So we
Mhm.
have to find ways to keep them engaged and give them a purpose. And
Mhm.
100%, once they will have that purpose, they will be engaged as per me. Because I have seen a lot of times you hire and you have no direction. When the
Mhm.
person comes on board, he has absolutely no clue that what he has to do. So maybe for a day or two, once he tries to understand that, okay, what is expected out of me, and if he does not get those answers, then he says, okay, my God, this industry works like this, and this industry is not for me. So
Yes.
great onboarding plans, uh, having a clear direction of what you want, and then constantly engaging with them to understand what is
Mhm.
going on in their mind will help.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying this is a 100% successful formula, but it is important.
Yeah.
Our industry is all about dealing with human emotions,
Yeah.
and
And
if
as
we
well
if
as you mentioned very nice point actually. This industry in hospitality, guys, you have more chance to go to the next level in terms of the speed of the getting the next position very easily if you have a
hun-
passion, because you are dealing with the people. Yeah, Larry.
100%. This is the industry which can, where you can grow very fast. I started working as a waiter when I think I was 21 years old, and I think by
Mhm.
20, 28, yeah, 29 was my first position as a director of human resources.
Look, see, this. Find me another industry that you can just grow right away.
You
Maybe
can, yes.
in IT industry you get the positions, but you still do a lot of other things as well. But in hospitality is really while you are dealing with the people, because this is the one of the pro side, because you are dealing with the people, and as you are a human being, you can engage. Once you engage, you can create that experience. Once you create that experience, it will lead to a lot of endless opportunities for you in your job as well, in terms of for the entity that you are working. And that's correct way that you thought that it's really helps you. This industry is really helps you to grow faster than any other industry. And also the passion, that you need to have this passion. If you don't have this passion, guys, don't just spend your time uh, just learning about hospitality, because sometimes people, they just go to the university to just to have a university degree. They don't understand what is the hospitality at all. They end up in the hospital and they finish with the university diploma and they see, okay, let me see what is the university. Okay, I've finished the university, let me see the industry. And they come to the industry and they first thing first, they he got a table set up for him, like he needs to do the fine dining setup. Like he got like paralyzed at that moment. Okay, this is why I spent all my years to be like a waiter. This is the thing like that. I think that it starts from university as well. Universities and the colleges also, they do have a responsibility to explain this and to be in the center of the let's say in the industry, because sometimes hospitality industry and the universities are totally two different things, because the universities, they are not giving the purpose at the beginning. They don't explain actually the what is the possibilities, endless possibilities that hospitality is giving. That's why the person once finished, he thinks total different, like the things are not working like what have been taught in the university, because they get a lot of theory there. People they are teaching there most of the time, professors or the doctors, or they are from different different, let's say, backgrounds, not from the industry at all, maybe. So I think like there should be like a bridge between the universities as well as the industry, in order to create future leaders who will create this, take this industry to the further. And this is also the point that we need to highlight, I think. I think pretty much we have covered most of the things. I think the fast way of moving forward, this is exactly the perfect destination for you in terms of hospitality. Don't get frustrated that you have been in the 3 years in one position. You need to, and you didn't move forward. You need to find out why you couldn't move it. It's not because those industry is bad. Maybe something you are doing wrong, guys. You need to find out. Do you want to add something here, Lalit? Because there are some people, they always blame the industry, but they don't look to themselves. They don't take feedback or constructive feedback from someone in order to work on themselves.
No, for me, it's very important. You shape your career. People will guide you, but at the end of the day, you have to take decisions. You will shape your career. And as you rightly said, sometimes it's looking inside, and introspection is also very, very important. That what
Yeah,
has happened with me? If I'm not growing, what is the reason of it? Do I need to improve on certain things which will help me grow? It is
yeah,
very, very important that introspection has to be there, because there's no way that you will be in a position for a very long time and why you're not growing. Sometimes,
yeah,
you need to step out of that comfort zone and say and challenge yourself and feel that, okay,
hmm,
in order to grow, I have to now step up and I have to be responsible.
hmm,
Let me take the reins in my hand of my career and I
yeah,
see how I move it. See, when you drive the car, nobody else holds the steering for you. You hold the
yeah.
steering for yourself, and then when you drive, yeah, and
Correct,
you
correct.
decide whether you have to go right and left. There are
Yeah,
directions and the signboards. Those signboards are signals for you. Whether you
yeah,
go right, you take the highway, you take the left,
mm,
and there's a road blockage. But the steering is in
mm,
your hand, so you
yes.
decide. Similar is with your career. The steering is in your hand, so you decide what you want to do with it.
Yeah, first thing first, I think like the people who are there, who have been in the same position for 5 years, they need to get out of this mind of blaming mind. We whenever you talk to them, they blame the director, they blame the manager, they blame the hotel management, they blame the industry. Why I have started here? I should be becoming a doctor. You never know. With this mindset, you will be killing someone on the operation. You will be, maybe you should be. It's a better place for you. You didn't start to love, maybe you didn't show that love to the industry. Actually, this industry, once you show the love, you receive the love, because the people that the thing that you are working is the person. It's a human
Person.
being. Once you share the experiences, the energy, positive energy, you will receive the positive energy. Like us, like we are sitting here smiling to each other. Yes, we work very hard, we are very tired, but we are sitting here and sharing our ideas, smiling still. And it's genius smile. I'm not smiling, it's because I'm on the live stream. People who knows me, they always find me in the street that I'm smiling, because this is something that you need. It needs to come from the heart. If you really love the working with the people, hospitality is definitely for you guys. So we have counted here a couple of let's say pros for the hospitality, why we should be working in hospitality, as well as we discussed with Lalit about the cons, the negative sides, which is actually not the very much negative, but the some kind of, let's say, mismanagement led to that negative, let's say, part of the hospitality, which should be taken into consideration by the executive members as well. It's not only about we talk about that the new generation needs to be open-minded, but also the executive leaders. There are some generations that from the executive leadership, they are not very much open-minded. They are closed for the changes. They don't want to share the ideas. They don't want the people to grow. Those people needs to change as well. They are, I think, like those people. I am not saying like they are the toxic people, but I think like they need to change, or they should be gone from this industry, because this industry welcomes to the open-minded people, open door strategy, and really love working with the people in general. So we talk about that you learn new skills. You go to culinary department, you can learn from housekeeping, you can learn from reception how to check in, check out the guests, learn from the finance department, and from the revenue guys how to set up the strategy, how to play a game plan, and also how to sell in the sales department. My lovely counterparts that always we are very like a friend at the same time enemy, so in order to make the hotel to grow. So there are different kind of divisions in the hotel where you can learn new skills. So now new people, new culture is another pros of this industry, as well as that you can easily jump to the next position in a very fast pace, because if you have a passion and if you love to work with the people, you can easily jump to the next position if you're eager to work and really put your out your best. And I think that was the major ones, that pros of the hospitality. And every day is not the same. This is how we can conclude. Every day is not the same. For example, for today we had very nice like a birthday celebration with our general manager, who actually didn't like to have a birthday celebration, so we made different way of birthday to him, and it was really very much amazing. So it was like in a restaurant, in a very nice outlet with nice food, with it was like whole kind of hospitality together, and made our days. I'm very much blessed to be part of this team, as well as the working in this department, as well as working in this industry. And this way makes our excitement. I hope that we share this excitement with you guys. And if you are listening to this call and this let's say live stream, make sure that this hospitality industry is really very amazing industry for you. I have finished all my part. Do you have anything to add, Lalit, for our audience?
No, I mean, I really hope that we were able to answer some of the unanswered questions that were in the mind of
Yeah,
our listeners. There's another to the fun side of the industry is that you get a lot of discounts also, and you get to stay in hotels also worldwide,
yeah.
which is the fun part of the industry as
Yes,
well.
yes. This is like a materialistic part also. Is very which is
Materialistic,
like, yeah,
yes,
new excitement,
but
new travel. You can go and stay in other
yes.
part of the country with the discounts as well. Nice.
No, but seriously, I mean, I would love to see more and more people joining the industry, because we need some very talented people out there. And trust me, this industry is fun. Fun. Seriously, you will learn, you will grow, you will enjoy, and your perspective of looking at things will change. Trust
Yeah.
me. You,
Yeah.
it will. You will improve, or you will grow as a human being. You will
Yeah.
become more respectful, more humble. Uh, you will love it.
Yeah, for
So
example, for
that's
me,
what I
as I
think.
told you, I was very much hesitant to talk to the people, stranger in the city, in the street. So I started to be changing while I started to start my career in the hospitality. I was very much introvert person. Now I'm just talking to everyone. You know me, like I'm trying
Yeah.
to expose myself to the as much as many people to learn new things and also share anything that I can benefit them. So it's really good industry for us. I had a couple of notes here from the Mikhail as well. Hi everyone, hello guys. Hazel is put here very nice note as well. Hospitality is love. Thanks Kai for interesting discussion earlier. Mikhail, thank you very much guys. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. We will be doing another one and weekly live streams on our Global Online Hospitality Academy channel as well as in my accounts. So keep tuning in and share this live stream again. This is all about from the real life example. We are not talking here something about the rocket science, or it's not about the theory. We are sharing the personal experiences. And one of the valuable things today is the personal experiences with do's and don'ts and with real life, with tears and with happiness, because these things really help the life more interesting. Otherwise, I can talk here the I do have here revenue management for hospitality book right over here, and you will be very much bored from it. But if I share with my experience with you what I have gone through, it will be more blessing for you in terms of the learning the new things. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lalit, for coming up and tuning in. I'm
Thank
happy to
you.
have you here. Take care, and we see you in the office tomorrow. And
Tomorrow.
come visit tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Take
Bye,
care. Take
guys.
care.
See
Bye
you.
bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.